basketball. That will be their 4th assist in this match, and it will give them an 11-point lead. Timeout, rain or shine.
This program is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Gilas Pilipinas is back. Come out and support them in the last stop before the FIBA World Cup 2023. Watch as they rekindle their rivalry with Lebanon this February 24.
Clarkson throws up the prayer off the glass and in.
And close out the qualifiers on the 27th against Jordan. See them in action live at the Philippine Arena. Buy your tickets now via smtickets.com or any SM outlet nationwide.
You're watching the 2023 Honda PBA Governors Cup.
Still 3 minutes 24 remaining in the first quarter as we welcome you back to PBA Rush. Carlo Pamintuan with Dr. J. Andy Howe on the call. Bel Gregorio is our courtside reporter. I believe no Jackson Corpus for this ball game. For the hot shots, as he is not in uniform, Ian Sanggalang not in the venue still, recovering from a recent illness. We're hoping that he bounces back rather quickly, and we hope to see him back in the PBA at the soonest time possible. Carajo from the corner, no good on the triple. Empty possession coming off a timeout for rain or shine. Now Barroca has it versus Nambata. Barroca denies that ball screen, and that jumper is good for 2, falling away.
Still vintage Barroca being shown there against a bigger defender. 3-point attempt, finally. Got 9, I think, in the ball game.
Yeah, but
6-3, so
missed one though.
I missed one, so he's got 8.
8 points in the ball game. 5 of 6 from the free throw line. De La Rosa sends it to Hester. He's trying to locate Mark Barroca. He attacks the closeout. Barroca, another mid-range shot. Not this time. Hester with the offensive rebound. He dives for it as he sends it to De La Rosa. Rome on the attack. Lost the ball, and now Rain or Shine is on the run. Down by 10. Gabe Norwood goes to Caraco, back to Gabe Norwood. He launches from deep. Nothing there.
Well, the same thing on the transition defense for the Magnolia Hotshots. They're quick to come back. Post play now, good tap from behind.
As you said, Dr. J, he's very lanky, so he can bother.
Yeah.
There's a bulkier Antonio Hester with his length.
Yeah, he got long hands too. No? And we have Russell Escoto, who's also been playing well.
Yeah.
Suddenly getting the confidence in the absence of Ian Sanggalang, and diminished playing time there for the guy that you mentioned.
No, Jackson Corpus.
Jackson Corpus. Yeah. This guy has come into 4 in his last few games.
Barroca with 6 to work with.
There's Hester.
Good pass inside. Escoto open for the reverse.
That doesn't make me a genius because I just said it. But it's just because he has really come into the game. He has realized how to help his team.
Rain or Shine swinging the basketball around, but a foul will be called.
Yeah, if there was no foul, he would have been traveling. So I think it was a good call. He was fouled. There was a reach in. Adrian Wong. 14 foul called against the hot shot.
Yep, not yet in penalty. As we take another look at that basket, instant impact coming off the bench for Escoto. Caraco. Still nothing from the outside, and the tap from Escoto goes to De La Rosa.
You have to be quick to the ball, you know. PBA is that way.
Much taller defender against Barroca. He finds Hester. Escoto fighting for it, gets another opportunity. He bangs it home. Back-to-back hits for Russell.
4 points. 2 out of 3 from the field with 1 rebound. 1 tap.
Again, it's all about maximizing these opportunities.
That's good help, but that's going to be a foul on Wong. It's hard to blindside the guy that really knows how to pick up the ball. But it's called on De La Rosa. But there was also a foul by Wong coming in from the blind side. So penalty na rin dito ang Magnolia Hotshots, but only 57 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yep, that was their 15th foul. Karakot against Baroka. He sends it out. Jewel on the attack. Ponferrada locked up and dispossessed by Hester. Ooh, I think that pass was a little too forward, but De La Rosa recovers.
Plenty of time for a 2-4-1.
Baroka using the screen from Escoto. Now goes to Adrian Wong. Did not catch it clean. 9 seconds to shoot here for the hot shots. Escoto goes to the pull-up jumper. No good.
Had the 3-point shot. You should have taken it. When you're hot, take it. But there was still, a couple of seconds difference.
Greg Smith with a nice drive,
yeah.
finishing with the layup.
I like the way he finishes at the basket.
Yeah.
No fouls to give there.
Last shot time for the hot shots as Mark Baroka is timing it using the screen from Hester. Baroka against a bigger defender. He's given space and he converts once again. Red hot coming from the bench. Karakot.
Let's see.
That prayer will not be answered. So after the first quarter of action, an explosive performance once again coming from the Magnolia Chicken Templados hot shots. 33-19 against the Rain or Shine. Elasto Painter, second quarter. We'll be back.
This program is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Team Lebanon is looking to build on their momentum in the final window of the FIBA World Cup Asian qualifiers. Can Buaya Larakji and squad get past Gilas Pilipinas one more time? Watch them in action against the Philippines on February 24th. Watch the game live on TV5, One Sports Plus, and Signal Play.
You're watching the 2023 Honda PBA Governors Cup.
First 12 minutes of action, Magnolia takes the lead 33, Rain or Shine 19. Last Sunday after practice, Mark Baroka felt his body give up on him. He had fluid symptoms including fever, migraine, and a runny nose, forcing him to miss the last 2 practices. When I talked to Mark, his nose still was congested and he felt his legs were a little bit wobbly, but watching him play and run around now, you wouldn't even suspect what Mark has been through the last few days. Carla and Dr. J.
Gabe Norwood with a 3-point shot as we resume the action here in the second quarter. Again, Carlo Pamintuan with Dr. J. Andy Howe. Ms. Bel Gregorio is our courtside reporter. We thank you for joining us here on PBA Rush. Mark Baroka recovering from an illness, but you would not notice it with his performance here in the first half of action.
I don't see anything, a traveling violation called against him. What happened there? Hello?
Again, we thank you for joining us here on PBA Rush. As this is the second quarter of action. That's a miss coming from Rain or Shine, but they recover with ball possession. Leonard Santillan attacks, kicks it out to Gabe Norwood. Norwood, this is on the triple, and that will be a for the hot shots.
How's the sound? Sounds broken, huh?
A little bit, Dr. J, but you have to play on in this ball game. A minute gone by in the second quarter. Adrian Wong uses the screen, pull-up jumper from the elbow, good for 2.
Well, both teams actually playing very well in their execution of their half court. It's a matter of who's making more shots, getting better, Carlo.
35-22 is the count now. 13-point advantage still for Magnolia as they came off hot in this first half of action. We start the second. And both imports on the bench. Good pass to the corner. De La Rosa for three. That's good for Magnolia.
Rafi is the captain of this team, and so is Gabe on the other side, the senior citizen. Rafi is still very unselfish. 6'9", he'd be dunking that ball. But he gave it out, and it turned out to be a nice three-point shot for Rom De La Rosa.
And as a result, this is now the biggest lead of the ball game at 16 points. Another stop for Magnolia as Rainer Shine has just hit a wall on offense. Escoto attacks middle, settles for the mid-range look. That's money for two.
What, already has 6 points in the ball game? Quick, no?
2 rebounds as well for Russell. The bench, Dr. J, has certainly showed up for Magnolia.
Yeah. I remember Wong shot earlier. From De La Rosa had a 3-point shot.
Barroca has 6 points. That has certainly helped their cause. Leonard Santillan, unfortunately missing with that layup.
Great move, huh? Good finish, should have been.
The offense firing on all cylinders for Magnolia. Mark Barroca still has it, attacking the defense of Santillan. Sneaky pass inside, stolen, and that is a foul versus Escoto.
Well, it's a fault of Barroca trying to bounce it that way. That was short, and his teammate had no way of picking it up. A couple of substitutions. Oh, big guns coming back. Alalo, Calvin Abueva, Paul Lee.
Yeah.
But the import is still sitting down. It's still an all-Filipino squad for both squads, for both teams.
And that's the difficult thing, Dr. J, about facing off against Magnolia, because they don't let you breathe. They have a deep enough bench to pressure you at any given time. Leonard Santillan open from the outside, could definitely hit it from there.
A big man can really stretch you, no? And Russell knew it. When Santillan released it, he said, I'm in trouble here.
Averaging 12.8 points per ball game. Santillan cuts their deficit somehow to 15. Rainer Shine still with a lot of work needed to get back into this ball game. Calvin Abueva on the attack. Layup, can't bang it home, and the tap is won by Santillan. Barakot being pressured, but he breaks it, and now they're on the attack. Santillan open from the other side, not this time.
You can see it was offline, release from our angle. You can see it, and a good foul by Gabe Norwood against a former teammate, Paul Lee. Stop the fast break.
That was a take foul coming from Gabe Norwood. Look at this 3-point shot first coming from Leonard Santillan, sticking it from downtown. He missed on the second try. And now the import is coming in for the hot shots. Antonio Hester.
Together with Aris Dionisio, no?
Oh, he had 3 big 3-point shots in the third quarter, almost back-to-back-to-back. Really break that game wide open versus the Road Warriors, Dr. J.
Well, that's his game, you know. He's a 3-point shooter, he's a big-time shot maker also. Paul Lee losing that.
Dribbled it off his own foot for another Rainer Shine stop. Can they convert it into points? No one's stopping them. Batak. And that is the result. He takes full advantage of the opening, the opportunity. Santillan will have to take 2 free throws now.
Yeah, and because of the turnover for Paul Lee, it became a 5-on-4 situation. No? So free throw shots coming up here for Santillan. First round pick for the Rainer Shine. The other year, right?
Yeah, definitely, Dr. J. And from his stint with the De La Salle Green Archers, it was clear that he was really going to be a tweener, like a 3 and a 4.
Yeah.
But his ability to play bigger than his size on defense has certainly helped Rainer Shine.
Correct.
Gio Halalon will send it to Hester, being defended by a local. Calvin Abueva is blocked from behind. 6 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
He went into no man's land there.
Masyadong malalim.
No, nothing inside here, no land. It's all water. Nalunod.
Oh, that was a poor pass. But Paulie will recover. 2 to shoot. Paulie will have to engage. 3-point shot is short. As Karakot wins out on the rebound battle against Halalon. Karakot now on the attack. Borboran swings it over. Inabutan. Calvin Abueva si Mamuyak as Jonicio completes the stop. Counter steal for Nambatak. They have the numbers. Karakot open for 3. That's good. And that will lead to a timeout coming from Magnolia as Rain or Shine starting to hum in their offense. Fast break 3-point shot. This might have been a block from Calvin Abueva, but it will end up as a basket for the Elasto Painters with a counter steal with a pass coming from Nambatak, setting up Karakot for 3. This timeout is presented to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA.
This program is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA.
A new era calls for a new evolution, where style meets function and innovation with combined functionality and convenience. It's Honda's innovative engine technology. It's the ultimate game changer. The all-new Honda Click 125.
You're watching the 2023 Honda PBA Governors Cup.
Timeout. The lead is at 10 points for the Magnolia Chicken Templados Hot Shots versus the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. Magnolia trying to get their streak going, keep it going rather. 3 straight wins as Antonio Hester comes up short on that mid-range jumper. Magnolia currently at 3-3, right behind Barangay Ginebra San Miguel.
Well, they went to the import. And he didn't take a good shot. He was defended well. He had to take a fadeaway shot. And the strength of this team is for him being inside rather than playing outside.
But Rain or Shine's defense playing well enough to keep him out of that shaded area, at least this stage, upon his re-entry into this ball game. 6 minutes 44 remaining in your second quarter of action so far. Rain or Shine winning this quarter, 11-7 against Magnolia. The entry of Reynam Batak and Leonard Santillan has allowed Coach Yeng Yao's squad to inch closer. Santillan missing on his signature shot. Antonio Hester almost losing his balance.
Yeah, I almost troubled. I almost lost the ball.
Paulie on the drive. He is fouled for 2.
Well, we know how Mamuyak defends in your face, no? But Paulie is a veteran player. He's just banging your body, forcing the contact. Will go to the free throw line.
I think Coach Yeng Yao was trying to make for a case for
an offensive foul.
Or a non-shooting foul.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Might be a warning?
Well, the warning, I think, was already there.
Bow. Right.
I knew it was coming because it was the second time around in the profane language.
So of course, no surprises here. Paulie is a designated free throw shooter for Magnolia.
You know, Yen knew that they had momentum. That's the reason why Magnolia took that timeout to stop that momentum. And he didn't want that momentum of Rain or Shine to be halted in any way. So he made the representations for that drive of Paul Lee. Now 2 free throws coming up here for Paul Lee.
Led by as many as 18 points already. Talking about the hot shots. Now trying to re-extend it back up to 13 after that surge from Rain or Shine. Paulie again has only missed a single free throw.
What?
In this entire conference. And jinx him. Nothing works against Paulie. Perfect 6 of 6 in this ball game. I think this has been the most number of free throws he has attempted in a ball game here in the Governor's Cup. 43-30 as we approach the midway mark of our second quarter. Ray ng Batak. Magnolia asking for a traveling violation.
Oh, yeah,
referee saying it's play on.
Yeah.
Cuts it down to an 11-point Magnolia lead. Paulie from way downtown, too strong.
Opportunity 3-on-2.
Mamuyak, wild attempt there, easily picked up by Calvin.
Yeah, he forced that, you know. There was a 3-on-2 situation which they could have done a little bit better with that fast break opportunity.
Cross-court pass to Paulie. They locate the specialist, Aris
That's foul.
Dionisio, inabutan. Oo, tinamaan talaga ni Borboran.
Muntik pa pumasok, ha?
And the long closeout for Borboran because of the threat of Aris Dionisio leads to a foul call. 3 free throws coming up now for Aris.
Yeah, because the initial pass was to Paul Lee, so it's dangerous also.
Yep.
Now when you try to close out on Paul Lee, all of a sudden he gives it up, you're in trouble. You're chasing, you know, win.
Free throws for Magnolia have looked good aside from their import. Let's look at this one more time. Where was control? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's why they were asking for a traveling violation. I think the first step came after control. So, but again, these things are tough to call.
Yeah, you make some, you miss some. Of course, the problem there was he made it on the opponent's side of the floor, so they're all looking at it.
So, again, free throws, at least from the locals, have been consistent for Magnolia as they are back up by 13. 5 minutes, 25 remaining in your second quarter. Andre Carracot picks up his dribble, goes to Mark Borboran. Lets it fly, misses from the outside. Calvin Abueva with another rebound, his 5th of the match. I like this match. Calvin Abueva versus the Muses.
Two tough guys.
Paulie does not want to pull the trigger just yet. Halalon has it now. Gio using the screen coming from Hester. Issues a cross-court pass. Paulie attacks the closeout. He was fouled by Mamuyak for 2 more.
That's just experience. He knew that Mamuyak was going to look for the 3-point shot. So he waited for him to come at that space. And so the guy is going to be behind him. No?
Dr. J, 30% shooting from the field for Rain or Shine. 51% for Magnolia. Yes, they have been in control.
That looked like a miss. And he knew it, huh? When he released, that looked like a miss.
Yep.
That was short.
And look at how disappointed Paulie is with himself because he almost missed a free throw.
It looked like he was going to miss. Now, I don't know if he has in a contract. You're perfect for this game. And you make at least 10 free throws. You have something, a little something, no?
And this one, he will get frozen out here as we have an official's timeout.
Because of the shot
clock. Yep. Again, Rain or Shine has not yet tasted the lead in this ball game. While on the other side, Magnolia, led by Asmiani, is 18 points. These two teams have battled to a deadlock here in the third quarter. 13 apiece. It stays with a 14-point lead for Magnolia, 46-32. Again, we thank you for joining us here on PBA Rush. Carlo Pamintuan and Dr. J. Andy Howe with Paulie gearing up for the second free throw.
Give him time to think about the almost miss. Because I was really, really lucky that we had a good bounce there. That's another one.
Again, a disappointment on the face of Paul Lee as he actually drew iron on both free throws. 47-32, 15-point lead. Less than 5 minutes remaining in your first half of action. Nick Demusis sends it out. Oh, telegraph from way downtown there by Gio Halalor. He switches hands and sinks the layup with the left.
Well, for a while there, I thought he was passing to Calvin Abueva.
Yep, it looked like it.
But the defensive presence of another Rain or Shine player force him to go up for the shot.
Sayang yung napuhunan ng Rainer Shine. They were able to battle back and cut it down to 10, but a counter run for Magnolia.
But Magnolia called the timeout right now, and they settled things down. And they also got some more players on the floor, some key players on the floor.
Paulie calling for Horn's side, and now Abueva has it up top. They're looking for the lethal weapon. He fakes. Paulie. No good. Rebound for Karakot. Another opportunity for them to inch closer. Can Greg Smith start to come here? Strong move. As De La Rosa was, I think, trying to draw an offensive foul in that situation.
He was getting out of the way too. He didn't want to give him a three-point play coming. All the momentum was there for Smith to go strong to the basket.
Back down to a 13-point lead of those back-to-back buckets for Rainer Shine. Calvin Abueva. He shoots an emergency pass to Gio. 6 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Halalon pulls up and connects over the defense of Greg Smith.
Great improvement with this percentage from the outside for this player. Getting better every year.
Yeah. You know what? If Magnolia keeps this up, Halalon might be a best player of the conference contender. As this finally converts from deep on his third try.
Well, Magnolia is laying off this guy, actually daring him to shoot. And so he was happy to make one because now you force some defense, you release some of the other defense on key players. Lester has not been a factor offensively.
Yeah.
He's just been a screener here. Oh, they finally got him the ball.
In and out on the triple. Look at Calvin grab that rebound.
Calvin, from the weak side. Very, very difficult. You have to understand how to play him.
Paulie playing cat and mouse with his defender.
I'm going to give it to Hester. That's a good shot, but he missed it. Oh, somebody hit him. Delta threw the ball away too. They're going to review that.
Involved. Cueva and Belga got entangled. See that once again. Yep. Belga quicker to the rebound.
There was really nothing there. On this side of the screen, I don't know about the opposite side of the camera. If you got him in the stomach. Slight tap, I think. Not really exactly something else. I think he got hit more from behind by
the Muses,
rather than the one of Belga, actually. The one of the Muses from the back was a little bit harder. But the Muses is also protecting himself. So...
And I believe Calvin was also falling away from the contact. That was Bo Belga's off arm. So let's see what the call will be. But there was a whistle there, definitely. Offensive foul called against Bo Belga. As he continues to ask for an explanation on how that ball came about. 51-39 is the count. A 12-point lead for Magnolia. As they will retain possession when we come back from this timeout.
This program is brought to you by
Hello mga kababayan, ako si Jimmer Fajardo.
I'm Francis Lopez.
Ako nga pala si Kevin Kiambao.
Hello mga kababayan, ako si R.R. Pugoy, guard ng Gilas, Pilipinas. Panoorin ang aming laro laban sa Lebanon sa February 24 at laban sa Jordan sa February 27. Live sa Philippine Arena. Buy your tickets now at smtickets.com or any SM outlet nationwide.
You're watching the 2023 Honda PBA Governors Cup.
2 minutes and a half remaining in your second quarter of action. Magnolia continuing to protect a double-digit advantage, 51-39, as they will get a break here. An offensive foul was called against Mo Belga after his last rebound. The 5 on the floor for Magnolia features Mark Baroca, Ron De La Rosa, Casal Escoto, Antonio Hester, and Gio Halalo. And we send it over to Miss Bell before the bell.
If you just tuned in, you might have missed our discussion on Mark Baroca. With the way the Coffee Prince has been heating up for the hot shots, you wouldn't even suspect that a few days ago he was heating up himself as he had fever, migraine, and a congested nose. But as we've been seeing tonight, Mark, being a veteran and very much familiar with his team, are heavier factors than whatever symptoms remain lingering. Back to you, Carlo and Dr. J.
Thank you for that report, Bell. We know that Mark Baroca had an atrocious start to his conference, and it was a big factor as well why Magnolia struggled. Dr. J, in their first 2 games, Baroca had 2 points against Converge, 5 points against TNT, but then after that, all double-digit scoring performances with at least 4 assists in the ballgame.
Yeah, he was really playing terrible in the beginning. Now, I don't know if it also affected him that he was not starting because Gio started starting, no? But he has recovered. He has recovered.
And he has not been reinserted as a starter, still playing off the bench.
But he's a consummate professional also. He knows what his game, what he's capable of, and he's showing it.
The junior Iron Man in the PBA. Second only to L.A. Tenorio. Another miss from Gio Halalon as Greg Smith is on the attack here.
We have a shot out here all of a sudden.
Yep.
That's a foul there. It's not going to be in the act of shooting. It's a foul there on Gio Halalon. Of course.
Sabi ni Mamuyak, no, I was putting it back from there. Referee saying, nope.
Yeah, even picked up the rebound when the guy banged into you. But if you can get away with it, if the referees give you a call, then it's there. And we have no challenge in the PBA.
Not yet, but according to PBA Commissioner Willie Marshall,
he's looking at it.
That they will strongly consider moving forward. Nambatak, the defense was all over him. Great effort coming from Mark Baroca as they get another stop. Both teams struggling to find the bottom of the net here at the tail end of the second quarter. Mark Baroca. His pass somehow falls right back to him. The runner for Baroca is good off the bank.
A lot of, you also have to watch the screens. No?
Both teams with a foul to give as Mo Belga converts from downtown.
It's almost last shot time here for Magnolia. They can really milk this until a real good shot. Rainer Shine has a foul to give.
Yep.
They have a 30-second time, but they'll talk about that.
1.9-second difference between game clock and shot clock. As noted by Dr. J, both teams still have a foul to give. But it will give Coach Chito Victolero an opportunity to draw up a play here. Because again, they led by as many as 18 points already. Now it's down to 11. They want to be a little more comfortable heading into the halftime break with another basket. That's the plan right now. As we restart the action. First for Rainer Shine. They want to stop. Maybe another chance at scoring again before the end of this first half.
I think Rainer Shine should save that foul unless it's an absolute necessity that will be beaten, no? And you want to prevent them from scoring.
But Dr. J, another strong rebounding effort coming from Magnolia. 32-20.
Big, huh?
Yeah.
Big differential.
Similar to what they did against the NLEX Road Warriors. They were also clobbering the Road Warriors on the boards in their last game.
You know they're going to go for the last shot. They bought in Poli and they bought in Hamis, both scorers from the outside. So they're going to hold the ball here.
4 guards on the floor.
The other guys are big guys there, so you stay there. We're not shooting until the end.
Again, foul to give for Rainer Shine. They decide not to give up just yet. Tonio Hester comes up empty, a chance here for Rainer Shine.
He took a shot too early.
Lemusis, his pass. A foul is called against Gio Halalo on that buzzer-beating attempt from Nambatak.
Let's see again. No? I mean...
So that's the problem. That's the further complication, Dr. J, of leaving too much time on the clock for Magnolia.
Because it was Halalon. You shouldn't give it to him unless he's clear. Now let's see if there's a foul here.
Did Nambatak initiate? Did Halalon get out of the way? There was a bit of contact on the side. I think what the issue here is if the foul happened with time still remaining on the clock.
I think there was time.
Foul on number 6, Gio Halalon.
So foul will be called against Gio. It will be a shooting foul.
There will be some more time. Actually, 1 second left.
But a big development for Rainer Shine. 3 free throws coming up for Reynam Batak and an opportunity to really end this first half on a good note.
Yeah, and the fact is that Hester has been shut out here in the second quarter. First of all, he sat down for quite a while. Then he's been almost completely shut down here, no? Not gotten touch of the ball, not really had anything good for him. They're really using him as a pick and roll, and instead of asking him to do rebounding and finishing at the basket.
Dr. J. Antonio Hester, to your point, had 7 points and 4 rebounds in the first quarter. Now he has still 7 points and only 5 rebounds.
Exactly. But we have to give it that he sat down about 5 minutes of the second quarter. So you have to take that. But then if he was not effective when he got back on the floor.
Let's see how Magnolia will try to adjust.
Oh, one miss there for Nambata.
So heading into the halftime break, it will be a 9-point lead for the Magnolia Chicken Demblados Hot Shots, 53-44. Magnolia has been ahead for this entire first half of action, but Rainer Shine answering back, battling, grinding to try and get back completely into this matchup. Calvin Abueva has been a presence for his squad. Gio Halalon aggressively looking for his own offense. 10 points, 5 rebounds in the ball game. 0 assists as of the moment for Halalon, but I'm sure he will do a lot more playmaking heading into our second half. Again, the score 53-44 in favor of the streaking Magnolia Chicken Demblados Hot Shots. Halftime break, halftime discussion.
The World Cup is the toughest trophy in basketball to win. You need character. You need chemistry. And you need your teammates to pick you up. Because when you win for one, you win for all.
Watch anytime with Signal. Buy a Signal prepaid HD kit with buy one, take one load. Enjoy up to 123 channels so you can cheer as a team. And feel the adventure with the family. Subscribe today.
Hi Gilas Filipinas fans, I'm Francis Lopez. I'm inviting you to watch our game versus Lebanon on February 24th and versus Jordan on February 27th live at the Philippine Arena. Buy your tickets at www.smtickets.com or any SM outlets nationwide.
Mga ka-satellite, hanap mo ba ay load na swak sa bulsa? Huwag mag-alala dahil sa presyong barya, afford pa rin ang saya. Sa Tingi Loads, up to 54 channels na ang mapapanood, good for 3 days. Hindi lang yan, abot kaya din ang 30-day load for as low as 49 pesos. Kaya ipatext na sa suking retailer ang SL10, 15, 25 o 49. Space account number at isend sa 3443. Load na para todo ang saya ng buong pamilya.
Gilas Pilipinas is back. Come out and support them in the last stop before the FIBA World Cup 2023. Watch as they rekindle their rivalry with Lebanon this February 24.
Clarkson throws up the prayer off the glass and in.
And close out the qualifiers on the 27th against Jordan. See them in action live at the Philippine Arena. Buy your tickets now via smtickets.com or any SM outlet nationwide.
Introducing Signal Connect Prepaid, our satellite broadband service for remote areas. Now faster than before. Spend only for the data you need. And top up whenever you want. Internet connection, no matter how far, is now made more flexible. With Signal Connect Prepaid.
Hi Pilipinas, ako si Junmar Fajardo. Suportahan ang Gilas Pilipinas at panoorin ang aming laro laban sa Lebanon at Jordan ngayong February sa 6th window ng FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Isang bayan, isang laban para sa Gilas Pilipinas, hashtag para sa bayan.
You're watching the 2023 Honda PBA Governors Cup.
Filipino fans, my name is Justin Brownlee.
Of Magnolia. Kung nung first quarter medyo nag-struggle itong rain or shine, pagdating naman ng second quarter, unti-unti na nilang nakukuha ang kanilang rhythm. Naging emotional at intense ang ating first half, but you gotta love the dedication of these two teams. At kung dedication lang ang pag-uusapan, hindi magpapahuli dyan ang ating Magnolia import na si Antonio Hester for our import highlight.
Atake. He has a lot of moves in the shaded area.
Look at the way he's able to carve space. And it's because of his heft, his bulk. Mahirap pa stop si Hester once he has inside scoring position. And quickly on the attack is Hester. Finding the crease, scoring the basket from close distance. He's exactly what the doctor ordered for Magnolia.
Here's Lee going to Hester. Oh, wow! The Detsinu reverse for Antonio Hester.
So big that he can play inside, like we mentioned. This time down low, Hester being guarded by Ken Hardinger. He's been showing that one-legged fadeaway. Hester scoring on the other side, but in for Magnolia. 26 points in total for Antonio Hester. Seems like really a much better fit.
Hester susubok mula sa labas.
Oh, yes!
Antonio Hester. Wow! As Hester collects 2 more points.
And Gio Halalo, another assist para sa kanya.
What a layup!
Hester continuing to score. And for the slam dunk contest, you know, I'd like to see some colorful characters.
Kitang-kita nyo naman kung bakit mula nang dumating itong si Antonio Hester ay naging maganda na ang pinapakita ng Magnolia at sunod-sunod na ang kanilang panalo. Alam nyo ba, off-court itong si Antonio Hester ay sadyang napakakulit, kaya naman love na love siya ng kanyang teammates. Pero kung sa energy rin lang, hindi magpapahuli ang ating ibang PBA idols dito sa ating amazing place.
What a way to finish off contact itong si Jamal Franklin, knowing that SMB's already in penalty. He's not gonna waste this opportunity going deep in the paint and converting.
Shot na. Ulan na, nakailaw, pero nasa kamay mo ba? Pero bumawi rin naman ng Ginebra. They tie it up again at 8 apiece. Here's Lee going to Hester. Oh, wow! The Dipsinu reverse for Antonio Hester.
So big that he can play inside, like we mentioned.
Pero the next game he plays, kung hindi man niya maabot ngayon most likely makukuha niya. San Miguel with a punctuation mark, the exclamation point on this beautiful victory for them.
John Del Cardel dito kay Javi. Pwede mo pang i-extend
Oh!
Wow!
And Hudson makes it a 5-point play as he puts back his own miss from the free throw line with a jam.
Has a size advantage against Ilagan. Could not get this one to drop, though. Ular picks up the board.
Here we go. Hindi ka na tayo magkita sa ring nito.
Oh, look at this! It goes in!
That's gonna count.
Oh, that was a prayer answered for Troy Williams as he hits 40 points on this drive. Look at this.
That's a brilliant play on the part of Ray Nambata.
Halftime break here inside the Phil Sports Arena as we pick things up. 53-44 is the count in favor of the Magnolia Chicken Templados Hot Shots. Antonio Hester versus Greg Smith is the matchup right now. These two replacement imports have certainly given their respective squads a different look, but in this ball game, both have been rather quiet, Dr. J, in the first half.
Well, obviously the opposite team's defense have been strong against them, realizing what they can do, knowing their strengths and weaknesses at this time. Hester is the one that has completely been shut off here in the second quarter. Smith, on the other hand, has got the benefit of going to the free throw line a lot more, had 6 free throw attempts. Percentage-wise, Magnolia should really be leading by a big margin, 47% to 33%. Then we have free throw 17 already given to Magnolia, 11 to Rain or Shine. Rebounds, though, you mentioned this, plus 12 in favor of the Magnolia hotshot. And fast break points, plus 7 in favor of the Magnolia hotshot.
Halftime stats presented to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Minutes away from the start of this third quarter. Rain or shine with back-to-back wins. Magnolia with 3 straight. And these are our leading scorers. You know, Greg Smith with a dozen points. James Yap scattered 5 very early in this ball game, and then he was quiet ever since. So the usual gunners are not yet there for Rainer. We're talking about the likes of, Reynam Bata, for example, as Caracos and the Muses both have 5 on the other side. Halalon is the only double-digit scorer for Magnolia with Paul Lee, and Mark Maroca, the other, has 18 points, now up by 9, 53 to 44. For Rain or Shine, they've come back from big deficits in the past. They won without an import in their last game, so now they're hoping to put everything together and get this streak going and pick up their 3rd straight win. We're reminding you that you can get limited Gilas passes available. You can buy now. Again, watch the game of Gilas Pilipinas on August 25 or 27 or 29 and be entitled also to watch the other games scheduled on that date at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Get your Gilas Day Pass now, as limited passes are available, and then tickets are still available for the upcoming Asian qualifiers final window. See Gilas Pilipinas in action versus Lebanon on February 24 and against Jordan on February 27 for the final 2 games of Gilas Pilipinas in the Asian qualifiers. We will get our first look. Justin Brownlee as an official, naturalized player for Gilas Pilipinas. Dr. J, I'm sure a lot of Filipinos are excited for that as we start the action in the 3rd quarter. It is Asistio, James Yap, Leonard Santillan, Greg Smith II, and Gabe Norwood as the 5 of Coach Yang Giao to open. Asistio draws a foul for his first touch here in the 3rd.
Might be on Calvin Abueva.
Oh, 3rd foul on Calvin Abueva, as he'll have to be careful from this point on.
That's another one of his, what you would say, weaknesses, no? Achilles heel.
Yep.
He has a tendency, because he plays so hard, so intense, trying to go for every ball, offensively, defensively. And that's the reason why he commits a lot of fouls. But sometimes he even gets away with some.
But it's difficult to turn off, Dr. J.
Yeah,
it's difficult to turn on and off. So you just would rather have it on all the time and hope that he does not get into that foul trouble. Let's see how Antonio Hester will try to get his offense going in this ballgame. He has been very quiet. 0 points in the 2nd quarter as Paul Lee attacks. Layup is good off the bank.
It's almost exactly the same thing that Asistio wanted to do on the other end. Curl and drive to the basket. Paul Lee did that.
Antonio Hester again played for Terra Firma in his first tour of duty here in the PBA. Hester in his 3 games had 28 and 12 against Phoenix, had 28 and 18 against Barangay Ginebra, and then a massive 37-15 stat line versus the NLEX Road Warriors. And this is our move of the game, presented to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Gorgeous attack coming from Paul Lee.
Oh, air ball.
Wow.
He knew it. He turned around when he released. He knew it too. I think the ball might have slipped a little bit.
Let's see if he adjusts. Second one. Oh, it's also short.
He adjusted as far as the strength is concerned. But it still didn't fall.
Back-to-back misses.
Oh!
But he gets a takeaway. Greg Smith up against Calvin Abueva. Good challenge from Calvin. James Yap missing on the putback. Wow, an empty possession. Perfect opportunity to score for the Elasto Painters. Meanwhile, a good tap out will allow Rain or Shine to gather their wits and reset their defense, but that was definitely a missed opportunity to score on their end. Antonio Hester looking for a rebound performance here in the 3rd. Paul Lee off the curl, goes on the drive. That ball was tapped out. by Gabe Norwood. Police saying that he got some hand as well.
He got the wrist. But former teammate, that's the way he defends. You get away with it sometimes.
Hester, jumper, no good. He has been out of form offensively in this ballgame, Dr. J.
Yeah. Started off real well, but he missed free throws early also. So it wasn't good time. James Sharp missing that one.
Oh, but the ball, fortunately for Magnolia, bounces to Gio Halalon.
I think he has 6 rebounds already, including that one.
Gio lets it fly from the outside. That's good for 13 points. Now 7 rebounds and a steal for Gio.
What a game he's having. Huh? Like the number 1 point guard on the team right now.
In a team that is loaded with talented point guards. He has separated himself. Santillan.
Sure.
That's off. But James Yap gets the offensive rebound and scores on the putback.
James, you just have to let him play, no? Ride him to whatever you can get from him.
Halalon.
Nice pass.
Good setup job. Hester could not complete the play, but he draws a foul on the rebound. Might be tagged against James Yap.
Remember, that's also something that we notice about Hester. He always has a good start, but once you begin to realize what he's capable of, you know how to defend against him. You'd rather take him taking outside shots, but really close the door on his power plays on the inside.
Rainer Shine doing a great job against him as Paul Lee continues to carve up the defense of Rainer Shine.
He and Halalon really keeping the Magnolia hot shots above water. That's going to be a foul downstairs on Raptor.
Norwood with an N1 opportunity, scoring his second basket of the ball game. He has 5 points, 5 rebounds in total. Could make it 6 with this bonus free throw coming right up. Dr. J, you have to give credit to the defensive game plan of the Rainer Shine Elasto Painters because they also did very well in the first half against Jordan Williams of Terra Firma.
Correct. Anyway, let's listen to Bell. Maybe there's something important.
Bell?
Both teams had the same number of field goal attempts at the end of the first half. Aside from Magnolia shooting better, Rainer Shine flagged their unnecessary fouls and giving up too many offensive rebounds as to why Magnolia enjoys the lead. Despite the 29% three-point shooting of Rainer Shine, Coach Yang still urges the Elasto Painters not to hesitate when they are open for the three. Back to you, Dr. J and Carlo.
Because that is exactly the kind of team that they are. They take a lot of three-point shots and they might miss a lot, but it could get them back into the ball game. And Rafi Rivas settles for this short stab. It is good for 2. Back to a dozen-point lead for the Hot Shots.
He's really more comfortable shooting the corner shot there, no? Short distance jump shot rather than trying to force his way on a layup.
That short corner has been his zone.
Shot, yeah. Oh, nice move there by Anton. Tough as a cookie, Anton Asisto.
Halalon, nice good pass. What a find coming from Gio Halalon as he locates his import. Actually, that was the first assist of the ball game, Dr. J, for Gio.
Surprisingly, because he has to take a lot of shots. He himself is doing well offensively.
Sure.
I'm sure his percentages are high.
13
nice
points in the ball game. Good pass as Santillan scores down low. End one play, waiting for Leonard. Will it be against Calvin? Is it against Calvin? Calvin Abueva
fourth foul.
Has just been whistled for his 4th.
Let's take a look at that play again.
Oh, he was trying to draw the offensive foul, and then unfortunately for him, on his way down, he ran into Leonard Santillan for the N1. A tough development coming from Magnolia, but they certainly have the bodies there coming off the bench to overcome the absence of Calvin Abueva. At least for the meantime, they call back Aris Jonicio. Again, unfortunately, they also will be without the services of Jackson Corpus, another player who usually substitutes in for Calvin.
Well, they can also use Russell Escota at the power forward position.
Paul Lee steps into a 3. That's good from downtown.
He got 7 points in this quarter alone. So he and, like I said, he and Halalon are the main offensive threat for Magnolia right now.
James Yap with a counter, no good. Hester with a board. As Rainer Shine will have to figure out a way to slow down Paul Lee here in the third quarter. Hester is being defended by a guard. Somehow he didn't attack. Gio Halalon on the move. Had to force it up. Hester tapping it up. Aris Dionisio sends it out. Lee attacks the closeout. Attacks again. Lee inside. Blocked by Greg Smith.
Great help by Greg Smith. 1.4 seconds left.
They can't review that yet.
Because they didn't make a call.
Yep. Halalon. His pass is tapped. So even fewer time remaining.
0.7. But there is enough time to get off a shot.
Yep. That's still a catch and shoot at 0.7. Hester lets it fly. Rush the release. That will be a shot clock violation. So the offense, Dr. J, a little off for Magnolia at the start of this third quarter. What is Rainer Shine doing on defense?
Well, they really haven't been able to stop Magnolia. But in that last play, it's because Hester has not been helping out.
Yeah.
It's shots. Hester's been rebounding. That's the only thing he's really been doing. Offensively, he has not helped.
9 points and 9 rebounds in the ball game for Antonio Hester. Paul Lee, 3-point shot is good again.
What a quarter Paul Lee has had.
He's starting to cook now as Paul Lee has added to his tally with 19 points in the ball game right now.
That's a bump by Hester. Remember, these were the two players that were involved in that trade. James Schaap and Paul Lee.
A trade that Magnolia fans, I think, never thought would happen as they traded away James Yap, their franchise cornerstone for the longest time, as Paul Lee points to the high heavens still. Again, every game will be a tribute to their ball staff. Yep. Tembot Del Rosario.
A guy that he was close with. Life is short for some. Life is longer, but you know, just you have to treasure it.
Still printed on those Kobe Grinches. Yung tribute ni Paul Lee sa kanyang kaibigan. Of course, team staff of Magnolia again. Every game will be a tribute for Paul Lee. Good pass inside. Finally, Hester makes a little bit of noise of that nice creation from Gio Halalon. So the two baskets, Dr. J, of Hester here in the second quarter.
Oh, nice move.
And then the extra pass, they dump it inside to Leonard Santillan. And this is where you miss the presence, the defensive presence of a guy like Calvin Abueva.
Calvin, yeah.
But Paul Lee has taken command of the offense for the hot shots here in the third quarter. Rivas gives the ball up to Hester. It's import versus import now. Paul Lee attacks, leaves it for Rivas for the slam. How about that?
Yeah, left-handed slam dunk. He couldn't let Paul Lee down in that play.
According to the referee, the ball will stay on the side of the Elasto Painters.
You know, just like Almasan. Ganun na ganun yun eh. Almasan is a better dunker with the left hand, not with the right hand.
Somehow, you know,
I don't know why. Maybe it's because the lift.
Leonard straight away, no good on the triple. Paul Lee grabs his second rebound of the matchup. Halalo now pushing. They dump it inside to Hester. He's not aggressively trying to post up against Santillan. He attacks. He is fouled. He will take two.
Now let's see him from the free throw line where it has been agony.
Again, it's not a bad idea to foul Hester when he gets into that position because he has not shot well from the free throw line. Have to convince us otherwise. We come back from this timeout. Presented to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. 74-59, still a 15-point lead for the hot shots heading into this quick break.
This program is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA.
A new era calls for a new evolution, where style meets function and innovation with combined functionality and convenience. It's Honda's innovative engine technology. It's the ultimate game changer. The all-new Honda Click 125.
You're watching the 2023 Honda PBA Governors Cup.
Magnolia continuing to keep the Rainers Shine Elasta Painters at bay here in the third quarter in a matchup that they have led since the first quarter. Coach Caloy Garcia, of course, one of the assistants, the lead assistant of Coach Engyao, also be assisting in the De La Salle Green Archers for Coach Topix Robinson.
Well, you remember, he was a head coach, assistant coach to Yang, then back to a head coach, and Yang left. Then gave it over to
Coach Chris Gavina,
who's now in Taipei. I was actually looking for him there because when I was injured, I needed some medical treatment.
When you were there,
but I couldn't get in contact with him. Although Mike Buendia was trying to give me some numbers, I couldn't get in touch with him.
So those were the first free throw conversions for Antonio Hester. Missed his first 4 attempts.
Nice hands there by hey!
He slams into our table, but he is okay. Picks himself up.
I was mad. These are expensive things.
But we are okay.
We're not okay because the TV ain't okay.
Our monitor is a bit damaged, but of course you have to.
It's down.
You really have to try and chase that loose ball. Aris Jonisho thought that a stop was coming up as he sent it over to Miss Bel Gregory.
Before this game, we've been discussing Santi Santillan's winning shot in Rainer Shine's most recent outing. Aside from that winning play not being originally drawn for Santi, what makes the execution even more deserving of applause was Santi not having the perfect eyesight then. Before that play, Santi got poked in the eye and ended up seeing double in those last few seconds. With Greg Smith now available to help Santi to do big man work, let's see if Santi will be able to sustain his stellar performance. Carlo and Dr. J.
He was seeing double, but he chose the right rim, Dr. J. He made that shot, the one that mattered in the end game. It was clear that the play was not drawn up for him, but with the way that Terra Firma defended, they showed hard on the ball screen, and it left one of their defenders, I think it was Kahili, trying to choose. Sorry, it was Aldrich rather in the end game, trying to choose the outside shooter or Leonard Santillan down low. Gave him an opportunity to win the ball game.
Yeah, well deserved. Well deserving. Moving without the ball properly. Oh! What a shot there. I mean, he surprises me because I never knew he could do that, before. But now he's really a great player now.
Confidently taking those outside shots, and now it's a counter. Andre Carracot converting from downtown. Halalon knew that he gave Carracot too much space to launch that basket. Halalon now with a crossover. Gio inside. Push shot no good. Santillan grabs the board for Rainer Shine, and now they're on the attack. Still down by 14 points. Here we go with Gabe Norwood. He has it. Belga made a 3 earlier. Makes another one here. That's back-to-back triples for the Elasto Painters.
Well, that's the problem. That's the fault of Hester because that's his man. And usually secondary offense coming, and he's wide open.
Pass a little behind Antonio Hester as he locates Jonisho down low. Barroca has it now against Carracot. He steps back. The long 2,
it's going to be short.
Behind the back, a sharp one coming from Nambata. He goes on the drive, loses the ball completely.
He lost it on his own. There was no complaints on the part of the Rainer Shine. They knew it.
This first triple coming from Carracot, and then quickly after that, it was Bo Belga, the big man, sinking his second 3-ball of the matchup to inch them closer, down by 11 at this stage, 78-67. 4 minutes remaining here in the third. Hester has had a quiet ball game on his standards. De La Rosa with a hook, no good. Yeah, foul versus Antonio Hester on the rebound as he dislodged the Muses from his position.
And that's going to be free throw shots because they're in the penalty, it being a loose ball.
So see that play one more time, Dr. J?
Look at this. Yeah, it could be a good call because the Moses was there first. And, you know, you bang into him to make him lose possession of the ball. Pretty good call by referee Montoya.
But that is what Nick brings to the table. He is an energy guy. Left for that rebound. Got an opportunity, but that is another short free throw. Miss Risa Diaz looking on. Of course, cheering for Nick. 16 of 22 now from the stripe for the Elasto Painters. He adjusts accordingly in the second free throw, and he brings it down to a 10-point advantage for Magnolia. 78-68. We'll take a quick break. Get back to the here on PBA Rush.
This program is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA.
Isang bayan, isang laban para sa Gilas Pilipinas. Watch and support Gilas Pilipinas live at the Philippine Arena this February.
Oh, Pilipinas!
See them in action live in the last window of the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Buy your tickets now. Tickets are available at smtickets.com or any SM outlet nationwide.
You're watching the 2023 Honda PBA Governors Cup.
3 minutes 41 left in the third quarter as Rainer Shine is once again trying to mount a comeback here versus the Magnolia Chicken Templados hot shots. A bit undermanned is Magnolia without the services still of Ian Sangalang, and now Jackson Corpus not in uniform, but Mark Barroca has given them a boost coming off the bench. He has a long and storied career in the PBA, two-time finals MVP. Part of that Grand Slam, of course, he is the junior Iron Man in the PBA, only second to L.A. Tenorio, battling through illness, through injuries, through bumps, through bruises. Still here, still playing for Magnolia.
He'll be playing. And of course, on the part of Rainer Shine, they missed the services of what do you call this? Mike Nieto.
Yep.
Yeah, who's in Civis today. Tight pass. That's threaded the needle there, you know.
Unique 5 on the floor for Coach Chito Victolero as Bo Belga goes on the drive, overcooks it. Demuses, extra possession as he will draw another foul for 2 more.
And that's the problem when you don't have a Russell Escoto or a big man like Rafi Ribis. You don't have the rebounding of the big men that you need. And that's why you're susceptible to offensive rebounds by the other team.
And you called it, Dr. J. Russell Escoto about to check into this ball game. The Muses takes care of the first free throw.
Whatever you say, if you're 6'6", it's always better than a 6'3", in the rebounding department in that position.
Second free throw for the Muses.
Well, he
also
has made 3 out of 4 from the last.
80-70, a 10-point lead for Magnolia. As Paulie on the bench right now, Barroca will take care of setting the table for the hot shots. Escoto has it. He's looking for his option. Settles for the mid-range jumper again. Immediate impact like what he did in the first quarter, Dr. J.
So genius again on the part of the coach. Bring a bigger man in. His confidence is at a high. It's up to you to keep it at that stage.
Caracot gets the step. Oh, that was telegraphed by Barroca. Forward pass to Hester. Telegraphed by Nambata. They have the numbers. Caracot will let it fly from downtown. No good. Rebound goes to Nambata. Another opportunity for Caracot. Short this time. It was an assist apparently for Bo Belga, who gets his end one opportunity.
And you know, that's Hester's fault. He never came back. There were so many shots there. He was still in the backcourt. Slowly taking his time coming into the picture. But it's all started because of a possible fast break attempt that was intercepted by the guards of Rain or Shine.
Big Bo Belga, once again, a steady presence for the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. 9 points in the ball game, 3 rebounds as well.
Magnolia is really depleted with their lineup. But they're just really going through it because of the great game of Halalon and Paul Lee.
Yep. Mark Baroka also wants to join that conversation as he also hits double digits with 10 now, Dr. J.
The top 3 is really something else. I mean, they can really play offense and they can play in the game.
Karakot still letting it fly. And that's 3 straight misses now. Forward pass. Mark Baroka ahead. Fakes. Banker is good.
And Hester is telling him, this is how you should have passed to me. A long pass. Ahead of you, not behind me.
So 4 straight points for Magnolia. Reinstalls a 13-point lead. The Muses. You know, Coach Yang Yao said, you know, if you're confident about the threes, let them fly. And his players are certainly still trying to get themselves going from the outside.
But he never complains. If you're open and you shoot it, you never complain.
That's a kick ball.
Yeah. 14 seconds on the shot clock with 1 minute and 21 left. In a very exciting, actually, third quarter, no?
It's a high-scoring quarter. 33 for Magnolia, 29 for Rain or Shine.
And referee, this has come back to replace Hester to give him that rest.
Baroka goes to Escoto. And then back to Baroka because Bo Belga was in front of him. Baroka settles for the outside shot. No good. A little bit short. Nambatak pressing.
But the white shirts said,
Good pass to the Muses. He was fouled from behind. That's an N1 opportunity for Nick.
That's strategy. That's why napao ako. But they got away with it. And then eventually he has a possible 3-point play.
Nick Demusis got clipped from behind.
Yeah, he's a tough player.
Yeah.
He just plays. No complaints. If he shoots, he shoots. If he's not used, sorry, you know. But whenever he's on the floor, he gives it everything you got. You got a good quarter also, offensively yourself. I think 6 points in this quarter alone.
11 in total. So Nick Demusis cuts their deficit back down to 10. Baroka pulls it back out. Reading the defense here. No import on the floor for both camps. Baroka uses a screen from Adrian Wong. They force a switch once again. Same spot, different result. Baroka drains it right between the eyes for both. Rain or Shine now, trying to look for an antidote, a response here on the other side. Nambatak has it. And that's a foul.
That's not a good foul at all. You're supposed to close out, but you know, the guy's gonna foul bait you because you're in the penalty. Now you send him to the free throw line. You cannot be that aggressive, especially if you're in penalty.
This was the exact shot that he took
earlier. That's why look at ball, look at him.
Good shot.
How did you do that? Oh, but Nambatak again missed one free throw. He missed one at the end of the second quarter. So we'll have a last shot time if he converts, or if Magnolia secures this, they'll have last shot time with 24.3 seconds.
Usually a steady free throw shooter, Nambatak at 81.4%. So 0.3 second difference between game clock and shot clock. One foul to give for the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters.
Baroka's not going to make the same mistake wherein they went too early in that second quarter and actually lost 2 points.
Asking for that same ball screen. They switch once again. Foul given up now by Bo Belga.
Now it actually allows Chito to bring in some scorers. You can bring in Paul Lee, you can bring in
Jerica Hanmisi if you prefer.
Yeah, whoever. Or you can even bring Halalon because it's just a few seconds left.
Halalon was way behind the bench relaxing, Dr. J, and then he gets called back because they want a strong ending in the final 7.3.
You know, the other team now is in penalty, so they can't foul you. You want a real good shot here to end the quarter.
Mark Baroka attacks the closeout. He bangs it home. What an ending to this third quarter for Mark Barroca. Our referees will be taking another look at it, but from our angle, it looked like it was good. As we take it, yep, definitely good. Banker three-point shot. What a third quarter performance for Mark Barroca. He is joining the likes of Gio Halalon and Paul Lee in attacking. The defense of the Rainer Shine Elasto Painters put on the line enough for a two-point shot still. A great ending as they will pick up a 14-point advantage, 91-77. Heading into the fourth and final quarter of action, it has been the guards of Magnolia. It has been Paul Lee and Gio Halalon. And now in the third quarter, it is Mark Barroca giving them a lift on offense as that point guard Hydra is leading them to a 91-77 score line, heading into the fourth and final quarter of action.
This program is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA.
Panoorin ang ating Gilas Pilipinas sa Window 6 of the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Cheer for our national team. Nasaan ka man sa Pilipinas. Pilipinas! Watch Gilas Pilipinas on Feb 24 at 6 p.m. And Gilas Pilipinas versus Jordan on Feb 27 at 6 p.m. Isang bayan, isang laban para sa Gilas Pilipinas.
You're watching the 2023 Honda PBA Governors Cup.
Big ending for the Magnolia Chicken Templados Hot Shots in the third quarter. Mark Barroca converting on a buzzer-beating banker to settle the score at 91-77. 15 minutes of play coming off the bench. 17 points, efficient from the field for Mark Barroca.
Like I said, the 1-2-3, top three gunners there in the 1-2-3 position. They've had good games, but of course it's only the third quarter. Still one more to go.
Only one deadlock in this ball game. Rainer Shine has never tasted the lead. It has been all Magnolia all game long, but as you said, Dr. J, still a full quarter of action.
Long way to go.
Rainer Shine can definitely come back into this matchup. Antonio Hester, fall away jumper, that's short. Escoto, tip in, nothing there. Escoto, one more try as he throws it up. Lands right into Demusis, who turns the ball over. Another possession here for Magnolia. Adrian Wong, straight away, three-point shot, no good. And finally, Rainer Shine completes the stop. And the way that Magnolia was able to keep it steady without Calvin Abueva was a huge deal in that third quarter, Dr. J.
Yeah. Well, I thought that, the two guards really did well. Halalon and
Paul Lee.
And then Barroca came into the picture. Yeah. And then you have Hester contributing a little bit now. Toughness, and then the defense also, and rebounding of Rafi Ribis was very important.
So first, subpar performance for Antonio Hester, but his point guards are making sure that they do not miss his scoring too much. Barroca adding to his tally as he now has 19. Borboran and no man's land, and that's a take foul against Bo Belga. Adrian Wong rumpled, yep.
Yeah, he got hit. And I'm comforting him. But that's going to be reviewed. Let me tell him to take.
Adrian Wong, yep, got hit on the midsection. Again, it was a take foul coming from Bo Belga, just connected on the wrong spot. Yep, yung tapik ni Bo Belga. Again, it was a duty foul for Bo Belga as Adrian Wong picks himself up after getting comforted by Dr. J. Andy Howe.
I thought that this guy really has a nice future, but it's hard for him to do that with this team because his position. I remember before there was Steve Melton there, and for a while they had Banquero even. Really difficult for you to shine in that play.
No. Adrian Wong used to play for Rain or Shine, right? He was left as an unsigned free agent.
Yeah.
Magnolia swooped in and
immediately picked him up, you know. No ifs or buts. But of course, Rain or Shine had its goal and the way it was rebuilding. No?
And if you look at the youngsters in Rain or Shine, you understand why. When you have the likes of Mamuyak and Nieto and Karakot and Asisio.
Yeah, they are good.
Meanwhile, Russell Escoto, also good in this matchup. 10 points, 8 rebounds in the ball game for Escoto off the bench.
Yeah. Certainly, you know, the confidence has been built, and it's only up for the coaching staff for it to remain, even if Sangalang comes back. No?
Greg Smith being hounded by Rome De La Rosa. As they only have 7 seconds to score now. Now it's Greg Smith, who's actually quiet, only had 12 points at the half, still at 12, Dr. J.
Yeah, completely quiet in the third quarter. And that's the reason why Yeng Giao took him out. No? And again, Russell keeping it alive for Hester to get the rebound. And the Moose is just a tough cookie.
Dr. J, Rain or Shine is a team that does not usually lose in terms of bench points. But at this stage, it is 38-30 in favor of Magnolia.
Well,
it helps when you have the likes of Mark Baroka coming off the bench, right?
And he's almost 20 points already in the ball game. Then you have Escoto giving you 10. You know, so it's a big problem.
95-77, back to the biggest lead of the ball game for the Hot Shots. Baroka using the Hester screen. He gets the switch versus Belga again. Escoto gives it to Wong. They swing the ball around. De La Rosa for 3. Biggest lead of the ball game right now. 21 points for the Hot Shots.
And he's also off the bench today, right? And that's so much so that Calvin Abueva doesn't have to come back.
Yep. He's okay staying on that bench, nursing those 4 fouls as the offense has been humming even without his help for the time being.
No, this is not Hester really, no. Hester gave them the lift. But it's the local players who got their mindset again on the right track. And their defense has really been good. I mean, that's good defense. What can you ask about that? The guy can't even take a shot.
Greg Smith on the drive.
That's a foul. Another one got hit in the tummy.
Oh, natuhod. Itong si Russell Escoto. But again, Dr. J, that's what you want coming off a team, right? Even if your import struggles, even if your import does not dominate, how will the locals respond? And they've done so magnificently as you take a look at that hit. Ooh, that is tough. Escoto getting hit there.
But he was in no man's land. He was in the restricted area. And then, obviously, it was a good offensive move there by the import, Greg Smith. He had to put up his knee to be able to get that shot off. And here, quickly, Russ, we're just talking about him, so Calvin coming into the picture now. Well, Scott has been a big contributor.
Long rest for Calvin as well.
Ito si Russell is also a traveler. I think napunta pa ito sa Terra Firma kung saan pa napunta ito. No? Check on that. But I know he's been traveling. You know, I've known this boy since he was in FEU. And he's been a guy who's always been very respectful to me. So I've always wanted him to have a good career.
Played for original draft pick by the Mahindra Floodbuster.
Yeah, which is Terra Firma
which
now.
Turned out to be Kia Picanto, and then Colombian Jeep, and then Terra Firma. Northport Batang Pierre, and then San Miguel Beer before landing with the Magnolia Hot Shots.
Okay.
Siaba champion, itong si Escoto playing for the Philippine national team as we have a timeout at this stage of the ball game. 98-79, a commanding lead for the Hot Shots. This timeout is presented to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA.
This program is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA.
A new era calls for a new evolution, where style meets function and innovation with combined functionality and convenience. It's Honda's innovative engine technology. It's the ultimate game changer. The all-new Honda Click 125.
Boring.
Kulang sa happy ang birthday? Invited ka sa blowout dahil happy na, bingo pa sa Bingo Plus.
Wow! Bonggang bingo!
Sa Bingo Plus. Play like it's your birthday sa PAGCOR licensed live streaming bingo sa Pinas.
Ready na for may bingo blowout? Kayo, ang dami nang napanalunan!
Sasaya plus ang
Sali na at makiparty!
Dahil parang birthday mo araw-araw sa Bingo Plus. Bingo Plus.
Paul Lee has been lethal all conference long for the Magnolia Chicken Templados. Hot shots, perfect from the stripe, 7 of 7. Efficient, 5 of 11 from the field. Alongside Gio Halalon and Mark Barroca. They really carved up the defense of the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters, but they get a stop here and an easy basket courtesy of Gian Mamuya.
Well, Sean Delfonso seeing action for the first time. Mamuya on a second trip in this ball game. Young blood, you know. Playing hard defense, gets the interception, gets some easy layup.
Trying to quicken the pace as well as Mark Barroca misses.
In and out.
But he has been looking for his shot throughout this ball game, 98 to 81. If you're Rain or Shine, you just want to eat into this advantage, try to make it a closer ball game and give it one final push. De La Rosa will not take the three-point shot. They will set up a play instead. Paul Lee using the screen from Hester. Re-screen now. Paul Lee, snake dribble, his pass stolen.
Another interception.
And Mamuya will waltz his way to the hoop for another basket. Back-to-back fast break layups for Mamu.
Well, Magnolia is letting Rain or Shine come back into the ball game with turnovers. They've got shots, but they're foregoing shots because of the tight defense of the Elasto Painters.
Mark Barroca using the screen from Hester once again. Rain or Shine still switching the defense, leading to openings of scrambles. De La Rosa misses on the triple. Rebound picked up by De La Rosa himself.
Follow your shot.
Rome attacks this time. Sneaky pass to Hester. Fouled by Belga. He will take two.
That might be reviewed again.
All players please proceed to the shaded area and drop address with the benches.
That might be reviewed. It may not be that hard, no, but I don't know where he got him. And again, you know, that thing is completely... I thought that the Magnolia bench reacted really bad, no? But at the same time, Belga should have just shied away. He held him down. No? It's an unnecessary foul.
Could be a deliberate foul,
that's what they could call it. Because you're not going for the ball at all. You got him by the waistline. It's going to be deliberate foul. And the penalty is, of course, free throws plus possession. And the fifth personal foul. There was no other way it was going to be called, you know, after the review.
No, Bo Belga.
He's not thrown out.
Yep, and he doesn't not have to be on the bench, but I think he's going to be subbed out. There's now Antonio Hester converts on a free throw.
He can actually stay in there because he's not going to be penalized for a deliberate foul. Unlike the flagrant foul where you have to sit down. Still arguing his case. Hester makes 2 free throws here. And there's the substitution. This guy hasn't played for a while.
Yeah.
He had a good game, and in the second half, this is his first chance on the floor.
15 points, 12 rebounds for Antonio Hester. It has not been his usual performance. But I'm sure that he won't mind as long as they hang on to this huge lead. Hester now scoring down low.
That's very hard when it's only coming out of that, because for Halalon or Barroca, you know, they can shoot.
Yeah.
So there's no choice. You have sasaluin mo, you know. Good block there. And Hester completes the takeover with the rebound.
6 minutes 42 remaining in this matchup. Again, Magnolia has been in command of this ball game from the very start. It was a deadlock. Hester Hester trying to take the ball away from Leonard Santillan, but they recover.
Well, being a little bit playful has cost them a lot of turnovers.
Leonard Santillan misses from downtown as Hester continues to gobble up those rebounds.
That's his job.
14 boards now for Hester, alongside 17 points. Paul Lee milking the clock, going up against Mamuyak. Screen being provided by Hester. They locate Halalo and Gio. Attacks middle, Halalo on not work out on that push shot as a foul is called against Paul Lee.
There was a fast break wherein Mamuyak was trying to get ahead of Paul Lee, and referee head crew chief Peter Balao making that call, loose ball foul, holding him down.
Well, this is still possible for Rain or Shine, but they'll have to make a move quickly. Santillan circling, denied. Halalon does not have the numbers as Andre Caraco gives up another take foul.
Good thing we don't have that. The take foul, which in the NBA is free throw shots.
No, it's just an ordinary foul as Calvin Abueva.
This is perfect timing. He knew exactly what he was doing.
He knew what a shot Santillan usually takes.
Yeah.
Halalon draws a double team. He attacks baseline anyway and converts on the reverse.
Yeah, I wonder what his field goal percentage is. Quite high. I'm sure he and Mark Baroka are quite high in this ball game.
15 points in the ball game for Gio Halalon. That's 8 of 13 from the field. Yeah. Paulie is 5 of 11. Mark Baroka is 9 of 16.
Well, the one of Halalon is 61-62%.
Yep.
No? So that's high. Plus, I'm sure he has some assists.
You know, if your guards are all hovering towards getting 20 points and they're shooting at 50% from the field.
And he has a steal here because of Paul Lee.
Halalon on the spin. Finds a shot himself. I mean, he has been looking for his shot. You know, he has declined that playmaking role for the time being.
Yeah, he wants us to make him the best player of the game.
Certainly making a case for that.
Because
19 points as well.
There. Oh, down.
Oh, even that won't fall for Leonard Santillan. Has been a frustrating performance for Rain or Shine. Halalon goes to Hester. No need to rush here at all for the hot shot.
It's offensive foul or a flop. But it's an offensive foul. That's the fifth personal foul of Calvin Abueva. Tried to post up a small man and bang him down.
Hindi na lang si Calvin Abueva as he thought that it was a flop. Let's see that one more time. Did he lower his shoulder? Okay, yeah, that could be enough for an offensive foul. That'll be a turnover against Magnolia. Good stop coming from Mamo. 106-83 is the score. 4 minutes, 38 remaining in this ball game.
This program is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA.
A new era calls for a new evolution, where style meets function and innovation with combined functionality and convenience. It's Honda's innovative engine technology. It's the ultimate game changer. The all-new Honda Click 125.
You're watching the 2023 Honda PBA Governors Cup.
Russell Escoto is our Bida player of the game. Brought to you by Firefly, the trusted lighting partner of the PBA. Coming off the bench, stepping into the minutes available with the continued absence of Ian Sangalang, with now Jackson Corpus not in uniform for Magnolia, has taken advantage.
You know, but the other thing about him, this game, he has had a good game. That's going to be a foul on De La Rosa, so I'll send Smith to the free throw line. He did not take a bad shot.
Yeah.
You know, all of his shots were good shot selections. Even the one he missed on the offensive rebound and took it again. I mean, that's very important, and quite happy as he and Barroca, because of their big lead, are really having a good time. With 4 minutes and 25 seconds to go, 26, I'm sorry, 22-point lead for the Magnolia Hotshots. And that's short again.
His free throws have been on and off. Talking about Gregory Smith II. Dr. J, what has Magnolia done on defense to take Smith out of the equation here in this ballgame?
Well, it was hard, because you didn't know Greg Smith the first game, but we know he can score, no? But one thing that they did was actually, I think they really defended him well in the perimeter. And then they knew where he was going to go, and always there was a help defense when he was taking an outside a penetration to the basket. That's a good rebound there with Alfonso. A small guy, 6'3", but really knows how to play 4 and 3. So that's where he's really comfortable at.
Now, Magnolia just milking the clock here. You're still ahead by 20 points, 106-86. Oh, nice pass once again. Again, when your import is a willing passer, everyone is just more engaged on offense.
Yeah, and he's also a good post-up player because he's really strong and big. Oh, that's going to be a foul downstairs on Halalo. And that would mean free throw shots for Andre Carajo. If they win this ball game, they'll be 4 and 3, and I think they'll climb to about 5th or 6th place. No, they'll go up, no? Because there are 2 teams, I think, that are 4 and 2.
They will stay where they are for the meantime, Dr. J.
Which is?
They are behind TNT San Miguel and Lex Converge and Ginebra. So they will stay at 6th place.
What is Ginebra?
4 and 2. 4 and 2, yeah. They won their last ball game.
So they're half a game behind.
Yep.
And they'll be ahead of Meralco,
at 3 and 3.
Yes. But in other words, you're solidifying your position in the 8, from 1 to 8. At the same time, you still have got a lot of games, and the team is certainly beginning to blossom. As we see Lapot give Antonio Hester, a rest right now.
Dr. J, another positive, I guess, for Magnolia is that, yes, they're still taking on Meralco, which is another strong contender.
I think that's on Sunday, no?
Yep. But they will battle Northport, Terra Firma, and Blackwater teams in the bottom 4 as of the moment. So they're absolutely done with their matchups against the toughest teams in the land. This is a good stop, as Clarito will score on the layup.
A lot of turnovers here in the end game as we see Jeff Mendoza giving some playing time.
Meanwhile, Dr. J for Rain or Shine, yes, they will battle the NLEX Road Warriors next.
That's tough too.
That's a tough game, but the crucial games for them really are the ones against Phoenix Super LPG and Northport Batang Pier, because winning those 2 games might still somehow get them into contention for a playoff spot.
Yeah, but they're right now 2 and 4. They'll go to 2 and 5, no? Which gives them only 4 games to go, no? So it's really a tough uphill battle.
Yeah, but the good thing for them is that, those teams at the bottom have not picked up a lot of wins either. As Sean Ildefonso finally gets a 3-point shot. Blackwater only has 1 win. Northport only has 1 win. And then you have
all of a sudden stop winning at 2. No?
Terra Firma, Phoenix, and Rain or Shine all at 2 wins.
Yeah, but Phoenix is not ordinary.
Sure.
They're tough team.
Yeah, for sure. They played much better after a long break. As Devon Maxwell recovered from an injury. And now we're down to the final 2 minutes. Mid-range jumper, no good.
And that victory of Northport today shows what they can really do if they're all together. I mean, the Bolik plays like that, and some of the other guys, Suman plays like that. And you have the return of Arwin Santos, not an easy treatment.
Empty shots down low for the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. Just encapsulates what has been a tough.
Another 3-point shot by Sean.
Taking his opportunities here in the 4th quarter.
It's like maybe people are asking, where were you when we needed you? 2 3-point shots and a layup. So he got 8 quick, no?
Had a double-digit scoring game earlier. Had 12 points. Alalon setting up Alice Janisha from the corner. That will not work. That goes to Ildefonso.
Go running again.
Sean goes to the Euro step. Oh, sorry, miss on the layup.
The easiest one probably he had today.
And Jed Mendoza, former 3x3 player of the Pure Foods TJ Titans. As we remind you that we will be having
the grand finals,
conference finals
on
of
Sunday.
your PBA 3x3 Lakas ng Tatlo. It will close out our second season. It will be the Robinsons Las Piñas.
So that's the 1 million.
750,000
for
first
first place.
for the
1
first
million
place.
total. No,
yes, Dr. J. And with 6 legs, we had 6 different leg winners. So the field is wide open. Should be a fun day of basketball. Again, Robinson's Place Las Piñas is the venue. You can join us in the venue, or you can enjoy the action live on PBA Rush as well.
Well, some of the subs being given playing time, but only 33 seconds. So Ahamishi saw about 20-something seconds earlier of the second quarter, but this is the first time here for... Oh, that's a foul.
But that's tough. I mean, entering the ball game and then you have to chase a player and defend him as Zaldivar commits a foul.
Yeah, Zaldivar.
So Magnolia, second hottest team in the league, with their upcoming 4th straight win.
Yeah.
TNT has won 6 straight, including that huge and unbelievably good win against TNT. It was one of the best games I've seen all season long.
Well, a lot of people were saying, you know, they enjoyed that game. A lot of people said that's a good game. Anybody's ball game. So, real nice. And they're still the number 1 and number 2 team.
And then what this win also does for Magnolia is that it keeps them in contention for a top 4 spot, because a slip-up coming from NLEX or Converge or Barangay Ginebra will also be their 3rd loss. So,
he was going to get his no matter what.
So another attempt here from the corner from Clarito, and that should do it for this ball game. Yep. 112-97 will be your final score. It will be a bell-to-bell victory for the Magnolia Chicken Templados Hot Shots. There was a deadlock at 2 apiece, but after that, it was just all Magnolia throughout. There were multiple attempts to come back into the ball game. The gallant stand from the Rainer Shine Elasa Painters, but it will not be enough to get them within striking distance. Our ultimate player of the game is presented to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Gio Halalon finished a rebound shy of a triple-double in their last game. Continues this stellar play. 19, 8, and 4 for Gio, Dr. J.
And 60% shooting from the field. He started it. Yeah. Paul Lee was also there, and so was Baroka when he came in. But this guy started it, and this guy finished it. No.
112-90.
And this guy finished it. No.
112-90.